Hey guys, can you hear me? I'm not late. Surprise, surprise. You just never know. Hi, Greg. Hi, Shirley. And hi, Lori. Thank you for being here. It is not my normal live day. And with encouragement from someone, um, I'm going live tonight. I know there's probably 100,000 other people going live, but I I need to keep with the commitment of at least one live a week, and the week is almost over. So, what do you all have going this weekend? Let me know. Tomorrow, I'm going to a swap meet, and Lori, I looked it up, and it's only. Oh yeah, all three of y'all should smash the like button. On my side, it's only showing one person in here, but I see more than one person commenting. Um, so yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Aw, thank you. Greg already did. Didn't even have to be asked. Oh, I'm not doing well with my camera tonight either. Anyway, I looked up the swap meet that I'm going to tomorrow, and it only said it was like 27 minutes from me, Lori. So that makes me happy because I want to go see what they have, but I also want to see what the prospect of maybe me selling some of my stuff or swapping some of my stuff there in the future might be. So that's exciting. I candled my eggs tonight. I had 2 dozen in there. Sean's watching. Hi, Sean. You're used to being on this side, huh, Sean? You can't answer me. But I candled my eggs because it's been like, oh, thank you, Shirley. It's been like, I don't even know, but I think like 10 days that they've been in there. I know it's over a week because I put them in, I think 2 days before I left. So I think I put them in last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 3 plus 7, 10 days. It should be 10 days today. He shrugged his shoulders. Of course he did. I can almost see that, even though I can't see it. But can he see the comments, Lori? Even though he can't comment? Am I going to sell a cow? No, not a cow. He can. Lori says he can't see him. If I had a friend for my heifer, I might sell a heifer. Just because G money's tight. But yeah, beef price is up. Just also up to buy, and I might need that beef. Yeah. But again, I kindled my eggs, and out of 24 of them, 17 were like, okay, yep, they're fertile. And then 3 of them were iffy. Like, I've done that before. I've questioned them where I can't really see veins and I can't really see an embryo in there moving around, but I've questioned them before and they hatched. So I have 3 that are, I don't know. And I had 4 that are duds, and all 4 of them that are duds were from my meat birds. So one of my meat birds, either doesn't like my rooster or something, because there's other eggs in there that are fertile from my meat birds. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I was really disappointed that all 4 of them that were definite no's were from my meat birds. So I know what Lori's doing tomorrow, and I know what Greg's doing tomorrow. So, Shirley, what are your plans for the weekend? Anything fun? I don't know that mine's fun, but I think it'll be fun, hopefully. Exciting has already happened, so I'm not looking for an exciting weekend. You know, water line busting and having no water today was excitement enough. I'm good. Okay. Okay, so Greg's with or Sean's with you. And Greg's on his computer. Okay. So yeah, cows are real valuable right now. So it's kind of that's my kind of excitement sleeping late. Oh, only way it seems like I can do that anymore is to relocate my children. Yes, all meat is valuable, and store meat is getting more and more scary. I I really hate dispatching chickens or rabbits, or I hate dispatching animals, period. But I'm telling you, I don't want all that crap they're, I would say putting in meat, but they're making the meat. So I don't want theirs. Me too, Lori. Like I was just thinking today, looking at these duck eggs, that ducklings sell well. And in all reality, my ducks outproduce my chickens as far as eggs. So I kind of want another incubator, even though I have one here that I'll put on a video, and then I'm borrowing yours for this batch. Yeah, I'm like I need another incubator, and I want to buy eggs and put more incubators, and I'm really I hear ya. Liz is talking about the prices of eggs all the time, but meat is just as high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we're paying for chicken what we were paying for steaks, a few months ago. It feels like anyway when I went and looked. I am thirsty. That's what I am. People are eating ducks too. I know people do eat ducks, and I've only cooked a duck once. I've heard lots of people say like they're greasy, but and then maybe they are. Like I said, I've only cooked one once. It was within the first few years of Chris and I being married, and he hunted. He brought one home, a wild duck, and I cooked it in one of those um oven bags, the oven bags like they have turkey bags or chickens or whatever. I cooked it in that, and maybe if it wasn't a more greasy animal, it would have been dry. I don't know, but ours wasn't greasy. The meat was like dark meat. Like there's no light meat. It's darker meat. And I don't know. It was okay, but I much prefer chicken. Uh, does Curtis work with the heifer still? Well, it'd be nice to say yes. And he keeps saying, yeah, I'm going to. But does he? No, he has not been working with them. They'll come up and sniff your hands to see if you have food, but that's as far as they go. Unfortunately, I need them to be super tame and someone see value in them. Has Sean? Yeah. Ask Sean. He's there with you, Lori. Ask him. No, that was his job and he didn't do it. Curtis said he was going to, even though it wasn't his job, but he's not either.
I'm too busy and it was too cold.
Oh, he's in there saying he's too busy and it was too cold. It's been beautiful for how many days now? Has he one time been out there? He's played how many hours with the basketball goal and the Xbox? Yeah, no excuses. Everybody has excuses, like belly buttons, because that's better than the other. Poor heifers. Yeah, poor heifers. Oh, bull hockey. No, Sean just hasn't because he didn't want to. He wanted to do other things. If it was because Curtis was going to, then maybe he would have reminded Curtis. Hey, Sean? I can hear him. I can hear him saying those things. Oh, Henri. So, if you've seen our last video, I was gone all weekend. Sean and I were gone. Chris had to work on Saturday and on Friday, and he had to weigh in Friday morning at 8 a.m. So it was, 3 hours away from us. So we were gone all weekend. He says, "Oh my gosh, I can't hear you because Sean won't be quiet." I understand. Sean and all his excuses. Yep, I believe it. And not that I believe his excuses. I believe he's given a whole bunch of them. Oh, now I mean. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we were gone all weekend. And Sean did really well. This last year, he got first place in state in his bracket for novice. Novice is the wrestlers that have wrestled 1 or 2 years. And so this was his first year in open with all the wrestlers that have wrestled their whole life. So some of them have, like 6 years on him. Because this is his 3rd year. And he got, of the whole state, he got 7th in his division. And I think that was pretty awesome. Next year, I'll expect 1st. That's what I tell him anyway. And then we came home from that and caught something while we were there. So Tuesday night, I was going to come in late because Savannah had her first softball practice. And so I was, after the softball practice, was going to come in and go ahead and do my live. And that did not happen. I was sick. I felt very nauseous and I was running a temperature or a fever. I corrected myself, Lori, I did. I was running a fever, had a fever. And so I did not go live. I couldn't muster it. I was done. And I was sick the next day too. So here's to feeling so much better. Am I going to hatch turkeys? I am going to hatch turkeys if they'll start laying, which should be, when do the turkeys start laying? Like March, which is tomorrow. I don't think they'll lay tomorrow, but yeah, when the turkeys start laying, I will definitely hatch them, but then I'll probably ship them to your mom's house so I don't kill them. I'll get them up to, feathered, and then I'll ship them to her. So maybe she'll have a better chance. My luck with raising turkeys is really bad. I can get them hatched at a decent rate. I can start growing them out and feather them out. And then from there, if it's not predators, they just die on me. But yes, I will be hatching turkey eggs. That if this new incubator I have works very well, then I might dedicate it. Oh, look, I might dedicate it to turkey eggs when the turkeys start laying. So, Lori, am I going to be hatching your turkey eggs or are you going to be hatching your turkey eggs? Might be hard to keep them separate. I could do it, maybe. Are you there? So I do not have a load of stuff to talk about. I did want to get on here. And I thought what I had to talk about would last a little bit longer than it has. But you're doing such a good job, Greg, asking the questions. I don't know yet. Maybe both. I need more incubators. Yes, we we do. And I'm not hating that they're separate, smaller ones because we have different fowl. How are you going to hatch quail? I am going to have to buy some quail eggs because I believe all my quail left are males. Like they don't even crow anymore. But I think it's because there's no females to crow about. But I think I have 7 of them out there, and I know for a fact 4 of them are males, and then 3 of them are like, if I had to guess, they would be, I'd guess male. Did Curtis do 30 minutes? Yes. Well, 30 minutes in what? You're talking about his math? Yes, he did. Sean is trying to use my computer. Oh, so that's Sean asking. Nosy Sean. Sean, did you do your 30 minutes? Oh, of softball. He did not. He was working on homework. And Savannah found her softball glove, by the way, Sean, that she couldn't find. Actually, Curtis found her softball glove. Do you know where her softball glove was? Outside in the backyard, and the dog chewed it up. So, oh, and you're in big trouble, Sean. I don't know if I should say it on here. Sean asked the last 2 questions. Okay. Well, good job, Sean. He's full of questions all the time. That's a good outlet. Does your male turkey act like he's going to attack you when your back is turned, like Blizzard does? The kids say he does. I don't trust him because he stalks you. Like he'll follow. He has never ran at me or acted like he was going to get me. But this I'm guessing that one on Greg's computer is Sean. Sean says yes. Sean, is he the one that got you, or was it was the rooster in there that got you, right? I think it was the rooster. It might have been the tom turkey. So I guess he's just not trustworthy. I guess kind of like Blizzard. but he's never run at me or acted like he was going to get me, but he stalks me. Like he follows me, and that makes me extremely nervous. No, Greg says yes. Sean says no. No, what? So it wasn't the turkey? I know something got Sean when he was trying to put up the lights in there. And I can't remember if it was the turkey or the rooster. Like it spurred him. I think it was the rooster because I think I'm thinking about getting rid of that rooster. He said the roo. I thought so. It's SOS. The rooster's name is SOS. I like the name. His dad was my favorite rooster ever. His name SOS is son of Slick because his dad's name was Slick. And we lost Slick last year. I think he was poisoned. And but he was my favorite rooster of all time. And SOS is out of him, but SOS is not very nice. He does his job, but he just doesn't have the same cool attitude that his dad did. That would scare you. Yeah, the turkey stalking you, Shirley. It does. It makes me really nervous. Like when I'm filming, it's not filming. I don't know why I feel old when I say filming, because it's videoing. There is no film. But when I'm videoing and he just is, it's like if I can see him behind me while I'm videoing me, then I feel a little bit better. But yeah, it makes me really nervous. No, Lori. I have 2 sets of hens, 5 in one pen and 4 in another. So that makes 9 hens in all, and I have 6 roosters. 2 of them really need to be dispatched. 2 of them are too old for that, or 3 of them are too old for that. And one of them's just around because I really like him. Yeah, Greg says, don't get rid of Joker, Lori. She wouldn't get rid of him. He's too cool of a rooster. And he's not aggressive, is he? I haven't seen on any of the videos or heard her talk about Joker being aggressive. My white roosters that are half meat birds, I love those roosters. I have one that I was hoping was a hen, like I thought maybe a rooster, but I was hoping it was a hen. So I have 2 roosters that are the half, not game bird, half meat bird and half Americana. And I just like those roosters. Well, actually I have 3. Anyway, so I need to find someone who wants to use those for a rooster, because I don't want to kill them. I like them, but they might have to be food eventually, especially with the stuff they're making in the FDA approved to be chicken. Doesn't come from a bird, but it's chicken. Did you ever remember to like? Oh, did everyone remember to like? Thank you, Shirley. I'm a little bit, I guess I couldn't read. Like, did I like? What was I supposed to like? Yes. Did everybody smash the thumbs up? Are you going to eat the quail? That was the plan, but that has not happened. Okay. So here's my take. This is not, how a lot of people see it, and not how my spouse sees it. But quail, although they might be really good meat, there's just not very much meat per bird. And since I despise dispatching, it just seems like more of what I don't like for the good that would come out of it. And that is, like I say, that is not the popular belief. But Chris likes quail. They're great. They're very productive in eggs. The eggs are very good. They're very nutrient dense, a lot more nutrient dense than chicken eggs. We liked, I really liked the pickled quail eggs. Like, I know people are like, and I used to think of pickled eggs really grossly, like stinky, gross, pickly egg. I didn't, but really, I've changed my stance on that. The pickled quail eggs, if you do them well, they're very tasty. Are there bigger quail you can get? The Cornix, I don't know how to say it. We're going to say Cornix, and somebody's going to correct me, and that's fine. But those quail are the bigger. I think they qualify like in the jumbo quail category. So that's what we have. and lots of people eat them. Oh, but it's so tasty. Is that the quail, Shirley, or the eggs that you're talking about? Lori, I didn't until actually the first kind of pickle egg I ever had was, and because I love like the pickled jalapenos, the jalapenos you get in the jar. I love those. And mom had she had a big jar of the sliced jalapenos. And when she was done with it with the juice, she put some eggs in there and let them soak for a while in that brine. And they were really good. So off of that, I kind of changed my view on it. And then when I pickled those quail eggs with, I don't know, I had all kinds of stuff in it, but they are very tasty. If I hatch them and get enough raised, yes, I plan on selling quail. And maybe quail eggs. I actually bought some quail egg holders, egg cartons for quail eggs last year because I had planned to sell them either for hatching or to eat. And then I started losing quail, people leaving the door open multiple times. So Shirley says quail. So I have never even, we've raised quail, but I've never eaten a quail. And I've heard that they're really good. So what do you compare them to? Like, I don't know if you've had like duck or, and I assume that they're a lot like, dove. Chris would go dove hunting, especially when he was in college. And he took all these, he was older, he was almost 30 in college, and all these kids were, 19 and 20. And he'd take them all out dove hunting and they'd bring them back and of course, it was only breasts that you keep off them, but I'd cook them and we'd eat them and it was great. Everything tastes like chicken. Ducks do not taste like chicken. Turkeys don't taste like chicken. Everybody says chicken. I guess it depends how many different varieties of meat you've had. And I mean, if you're comparing other birds to, beef or pork, they're going to taste like chicken. Shirley says they are. I compare them to chicken, but better. And I'll have to eat some to know, but my thought on quail is probably a lot like dove. They're both little birds. But hopefully we'll see. We have got to get a better cage set up, which is not a hard thing to make a quail cage. It's just a matter of getting it done. We could use the hardware off the one we have out there. It's just broken down and poorly designed. We didn't know that when we bought it, how poorly designed it was, but it's not so great. Well, I mean, yeah. I was trying to think of something you haven't tried, but you have milk goats and you don't milk them. You've probably never even tried goat milk. But yeah, I mean, we did get them to. I've had their eggs. I've had lots of their eggs, Lori. There was usefulness out of them. What are the quail doing if you're not going to eat them or incubate their eggs? Well, the specific quail we have right now are they don't lay eggs, and they're probably too old to eat. I'm going to say those quail are about a year old, and quail mature in 8 weeks. Like they can go from not incubator, brooder. They can go from brooder to laying eggs in 8 weeks. So a year-old quail is probably Probably tough. That's kind of old for a quail. I've tried the cheese and it made soap. Okay, that kind of counts, I suppose. I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, goat cheese is a funny thing. I've talked to several people um that you know, if you've tried it, it doesn't mean that you like it or don't like it. Like, that doesn't sound right. But there are cheeses, there are goat cheeses that are sold that are nasty. They taste like you've licked a wet goat. I'm serious, they are nasty. And if I would have tasted those before I made my own goat cheese, I probably would have never made goat cheese because they were sampling some at I remember at Sam's or Costco a few years back. It's been years back. But it was after I started making cheese. And it was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even finish my little piece of it. And I really like our goat cheese. So it's weird. That was kind of a rabbit I chased there. I believe he is mocking me. I believe it. Oh, you tried my goat cheese. Which one did you try and was it good? Did you like it? Maybe you like the more goaty goat cheese. And was it like the crumbly, like the feta cheese, or was it the soft cheese? Because I've made both. Greg says, "How's River doing?" Yeah, Greg, didn't you watch today's video? She's doing good. She's spoiled. Like she definitely is a communicator. She was in the birthing stall for so long that she is not amused trying to fight for her food between the two feeders out here and the other goats. She doesn't like it. So if I go out there after they've all been fed, I'll pet her because she always comes over because she's a very friendly goat. I'll pet her and then she kind of walks over to the birthing stall and starts talking the farmer's cheese. That's kind of like that. Yeah, the feta is a little more crumbly. I like it. I love it on salads. Um, yeah. I think the boy's horns are too big to be removed. I was kind of afraid of that. It was one of those things. Last year, I'm just so hesitant on putting money into goats, boy goats. If it was a girl, I would have had her disbudded. But putting money into goats that I might or might not be able to sell. And so I didn't get his done in time. I just kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. Of course, I was gone all last weekend, and probably last weekend would have been fine still. But yeah, I'm afraid they're too big to remove. He'll just be a funny looking goat. Tiny, tiny, tiny ears and big horns. But how many watch hours do you have and need? Okay, so if I go to my analytics and I look at my watch hours, it says 3,007 or something like that, or 3,009, and it said over just barely over, but over 3,000. It said that for I think a week now. But when I go to the money thing to see where you are, where YouTube says you are as far as being monetized, it says I have 2,979, which even over a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I was at like 2,000 990 something. So I don't really understand it, Lori. I don't know when they catch up. Anyway, so you asked how many hours I have, and it says I have enough, but it doesn't say I have enough to start the yes, so around 3,000. That is what I have. I need less than 200 subscribers and 1,000 watch hours, like as of right now, to be monetized. But a lot of those watch hours are going to drop off here in a few days. So I have to build them back up. Thus, that's why I'm doing live, right? And I have got to get more videos out. So yeah. So yeah, I didn't put that up there, but I have to stop that. How many will drop off? like 700 hours in 3 days and another 400 or 500 hours in a week. Like a whole bunch, because that one video shot up so much. And then after that, I took 3 months off last winter that I didn't do anything. And so I have a huge lull. So a whole bunch and then nothing. And then just these little, I think the past 90 days. Isn't that what it does? Is 90 days or 48 days? Ugh, I can't remember. I think it's the past 90 days. I only have I can't remember. I'd have to look. I'm getting all mixed up in my numbers. How many new posts a week? Like videos, Greg? Or I don't know what you mean by posts. Like, are you talking like the combination of videos, shorts, and lives? Yes. Okay. I've been trying to stick with one video, one short, and one live. I really need to up that, but I don't know how. If it's to be less critical of my videos when I'm editing, or whether it's to I don't know. I know it takes me, sometimes I will take a video, I'll shoot it all at the same time, I'll come in, and it will take me 20 minutes to edit. That has been very few and far between lately. It's taken me forever to edit because I video a little bit here and a little bit there, and it takes a long time. I do want to know, how do you like the video clips and where I'm talking and you have a video clip coming in? Speaking of numbers, I was using ChatGPT the other day and caught it making a calculation error. Really? That's surprising to me. Like, that's as smart and or yeah. Yeah, that's like what was it adding? I bet it surprised you because you actually use it. I am too nervous to use it, I guess, or intimidated. That is the correct word. I'm too intimidated to use Chat GPT. I don't really know how. I don't I don't know. I'm just intimidated to try it. New things are I have to talk myself into. And then I wonder, well, if I'm using it, is that really fair? Is it really me? I mean, it's not, but anyway. But Lori uses a lot and likes it and sounds a lot smarter than me. Stuff. So maybe I should use it. We'll see. So does anybody else on here use Chat GPT? What does the GPT stand for, Lori? Generated practical talk, I don't know. It was making a breakdown of expenses for me, but I had already done the calculations before I asked the breakdown. Sounds like something you do. When our numbers didn't match up, I had my nephew add it up. Wow, that's pretty scary, actually. That's really surprising to me. And because people just take, the computer says it, they know calculations, take it for fact. So that's kind of scary. I mean, if you're doing lots of numbers, really, you almost have to take some of that. That's crazy. I might get off here, guys. I'm starting to, I don't know if you can tell, starting to fade. You got the same as me, so I told GPT that it needed to calculate again because our numbers were different. It added again and apologized for the mistake and gave me the answer I had. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's really surprising. Like, I was thinking maybe it misunderstood, or maybe, in my head, because you would think it would be, calculators are very old and they give you the same answer each time. So you'd think. Greg says that's why we don't need GPT. Chat GPT does things easier. Yeah, that is disturbing, Lori, and shocking. Like I'm that kind of blows my mind. Wow. Okay, so it is almost 9 o'clock, and I have a place to go in the morning. An appointment. I have an appointment in the morning, and I'm excited about going to swap meet, first one of the year, and I hope it's good. I'm excited about going. And the GPT makes people get lazy. Well, Greg, that's pretty much, sitting here teaching my children in school stuff, the whole way this generation has grown up learning is kind of, it could go along those lines. I better watch my mouth because brainstorming's good. Thank you, Shirley. Sleep well. Am I planning on buying anything? Nope, because I am broke. But anyway, good night, guys, and I'll talk to you later.